Hey guys, welcome to the show. My name is Nigel. I'm the owner-operator of Stellar J Films here in Fukuoka, and William.
Hey, I'm William. I'm a photographer and videographer in Fukuoka, Japan. And John. And where's John? Oh
John.
man, where's
Yeah,
John?
we unfortunately John is unable to come to the show tonight. He has to have some prior commitments with his work schedule, and he's been called to come immediately to work. So fortunately, the show goes on, as they say, and the boys will take care of it. We don't care. We'll get the job done. So
Yeah.
not a problem. Not a problem.
So,
Someone's not
so
here.
we might make that a slightly shorter episode. And actually, the title is probably a little bit misleading. So we'll do that episode next week. So today
That's
we
right.
have a specialty. We'll talk mostly about gear today.
Yeah. William's been
And
showing us
especially-
a couple of cool
yeah.
things, so we're going to show later on some of the cool little hacks, camera hacks that William's been up to, and I thought it was pretty cool. We should definitely talk about it. So.
And first, I think, Nigel, you wanted to talk about a new flying machine.
Yes, the new flying machine. It's a pretty incredible one. So
That's how I
basically,
call them now.
yeah,
not
it's about-
drones.
I call them flying
machines.
cameras. Actually, I call them flying cameras. And so basically, if you're new to the world of drones, I don't know if you are. Obviously, some people are, some people aren't. But drones are awesome. They're really cool devices to be used in filmmaking. And I love my drone. It's awesome. But one problem with DJI drones, sorry, I should be more specific. One problem with the Phantom and the Mavic series, which is the traditional, kind of slow sort of style, and well, slow is about 50 kilometers to 70 kilometers per hour, is they're kind of boring. They're not the most exciting drones in the world when it comes to the videos that they take. They're not flying super duper fast and able to do special moves and twists and turns, and they're pretty they're kind of limited to what they can do. So there is a world called FPV, and FPV is when you have the goggles on your face, and it stands for first person view. And it's basically if you were in the cockpit of the airplane, and if you were flying, you would get a digital feed from the cameras, from the camera on the drone, and you would actually see what's in the camera. With the other drones, it's a little bit different than that. So FPV is pretty cool. And so DJI has been
And
creating
so
soft. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, FPVs are usually like very small, right? That's a specificity, right? They're way smaller and very fast.
They're very
Extremely
fast.
and very easy to
Yeah.
pilot, right? Very,
And there's a couple
quick.
issues too where the FPV drones, the LiPo batteries they use, they generally only last between 3 and 5 minutes. And
wow.
they require a lot of work to know how to charge them. You have dials, and you have to know how to set them properly when you're charging them. And they also explode. LiPos are extremely dangerous batteries, and they need to be stored in special containers and things. And then the other issue is the goggles are very expensive. So they're called Shark goggles. I think they're called Shark, and they're about $800. And they only, don't quote me on this, but they don't give you, I believe, a 1080p signal. It might even be only 720.
Okay.
And they're kind of limited in latency. There's a lot of times when you're in the air and all of a sudden it'll just cut out and you don't see what's in your drone, and the drone will actually fly away, and you don't have a GPS automatic function to bring the drone back home. You're kind of left out in the middle of nowhere and not able to control what you can't see, right? So
Yeah. So
yeah.
far, FPV drones have been very, very DIY, right?
Yeah.
And haven't had any smart feature, right? They are kind of like dumb little flying machines that do one specific thing very well. Is they go fast, and they go crazy fast, and you can control them like crazy.
Yeah.
But they are slow. They have bad cameras. They are. The battery goes very fast, and they have bad cameras, right?
And DJI has actually been in the background
DJI,
making a special box that actually connects the camera, and then it produces the signal to the goggles. And recently they have brand new HD goggles, and they can hook up to most of the drones, and they produce a perfect non-latency signal from the drone to the goggles. And you can get the little box for about $150, and you can put that in FPV drones, and then it goes to the DJI goggles. So there's been a big trend for that. All right. So okay.
So now DJI is coming up with their own entirely new all-in-one solution, right?
Correct. And that's what we're going to see here today. So
Yeah.
just give me a minute. I
Show
just
me
need to
that.
set this up here. Let me just rewind here. And here we go. We're gonna watch a little video, and I believe there should be sound. So William, if you have sound, or if the viewers can, give us a little comment if you can hear the sound. StreamYard actually allows sound through the video, which is really cool. So I'm gonna hit play, and we're gonna watch a couple of videos. And if William, if you have any comments, just put your hand up, give me a bit of a shout out. So here we go.
For as long as people have walked the earth, they've wondered how to fly. We have spent more than a decade crafting tools for dreamers. Now, we're going one step beyond with an immersive experience unlike anything else. Introducing DJI Fpv.
Okay, let's just stop there. What did you think of that thing? I mean, geez, doesn't that look sick?
It looks sick. It looks like I don't know, some kind of huge hovercraft from a sci-fi movie.
It looks like a bee.
Have you seen Minority Report? I don't know. It reminds me of this huge hovercraft they use. Like they jump into that and they load like it's really fun. Anyway, it looks very futuristic, but it also looks bulky compared to most FPV drones, right?
Yeah. No, but definitely very different looking. All right, very different. I love the design already. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Now that's where FPV excels.
The world's first ready-to-fly
freestyling
FPV drone that lets users of any skill level feel the thrill of immersive flight.
Now, in my opinion, this is going to be the new wave of video for drones, and it's going to be this super immersive flying through the canyons. Going through these unique areas and just creating the most incredible footage, opposed to these, amazing slow opening moving, shots, the slow, revealing type shots.
It's less contemplative and more like action packed.
What was that word you used again?
Contemplative.
Contemplative. I'm not sure that.
Contemplative. It means when you're looking at something like peacefully and Yeah, peaceful.
More peaceful. I'll have to add that word in there. Okay, cool. All right, moving on.
We've also revolutionized the FPV experience by creating the Dji Motion Controller, a compact device that enables ultra-intuitive flight based purely on hand motions. With the standard remote...
what was that again? With hand motions?
That part is really nice. Wow.
Yeah.
So it looks like you're piloting like in a flight simulator, right?
Basically,
with a joystick.
Yeah. I'd like to see real YouTubers using it before I ever, trust it.
Controller. 3 distinct flight modes offer multiple options for anyone to fly FPV. Start with N mode for an immersive experience with traditional flight controls. S mode simplifies FPV controls for an exciting hybrid flight. Activate M mode to unlock unlimited flight controls.
Oh my.
Now the only boundaries are your skills and imagination.
So we're looking at 3 different modes. I have done some research on it, and it's basically normal, regular. Yeah, the other mode's a little more crazy, and then there's super psychotic, insane mode, and it does like 120 kilometers or miles per hour or something. Wow. Like it's just ridiculously fast.
Yeah.
And from what I heard from other YouTubers who are using it, they said that it's like you could go through 2 football fields, soccer fields, like in seconds. So the amount of space you need to fly like this is really, really big. So, yeah, pretty cool stuff.
No matter which controller or flight mode you're using, enable emergency brake and hover with 1 tap to stop and hover in place.
So that's a really, 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 really big feature.
That's very important.
Emergency stop. Yeah, emergency stop.
Yeah, if you lose control, you just hit the button.
Yeah, you can just stop it.
The home button will bring the drone back
Yay!
automatically to its starting location.
You can go back home.
Safely.
Yay! 20-minute flights.
The new DJI O3 transmission system delivers crystal clear, hyper-immersive image quality with ultra-low latency. DJI FPV also features a robust modular design. The fully integrated camera records every breathtaking move in crisp detail, putting you right in the middle of the scene, thanks to a super wide 150-degree FOV. Footage stays super smooth thanks to integrated rock-steady technology.
Okay, so rock-steady, that's a really, really big one. That's the, oh shoot, what was it? Somebody had designed, no, that's DJI software, isn't it? That's DJI rock-steady?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah?
Sure, probably.
Okay, yeah, so, whatever. But yeah, it's basically stabilizing the footage inside, so that's pretty cool.
This is DJI FPV.
I love that little beat. All right, so there you go. That's DJI FPV. Huh.
That's cool for sure, for sure.
So
yeah, that makes a big difference, right? It's kind of like switching from a A380 to a fighter jet.
Oh, I mean, imagine the shots.
Like you go from a slow moving, like go like this to something that can do like acrobatics.
I mean, the filmmaking is just going to get insane with these type of drones and things. So yeah, it's definitely moving.
See, recently there's a fad of people doing tours of like buildings with FPV drones, like super fast moving.
Yeah.
Have you seen the one with the bowling alley?
Yeah, the one taker.
Yeah, and there's another one which came out a few days ago with a distillery.
Okay, I haven't seen that one.
So it seems like there's this new trend of doing those kinds of videos where you go for 2 minutes around a building in all directions.
For sure. And now what's revolutionizing the whole entire FPV thing is the goggles. Without getting an HD signal into your eyeballs and you constantly see the you know, the what do you call it, the lines in the video and all that kind of stuff. What DJI has done is created literally the most perfect FPV system with zero latency and true HD. And so
that's crazy.
It's a game changer. People said it's enables you to see everything, pinpoint exactly what's in front of you. So it's absolutely huge, and it's a set actually. So I didn't actually prepare this part, but how much do you think this would be, William? So this particular set, so to speak.
Well, I don't know. You just showed, I just saw the price for the goggles was less than $600, which is already cheaper than what you said most FPV goggles were.
You know what? I don't think they're going to show me the price of the drone because I think it's sold out because I go to DJI FPV. If I remember correctly, hang on, DJI FPV. Hang on a second.
FPV.
I'm not even getting the drone.
Where's
so
the drone?
That tells me that it's been sold out. And
that's weird.
Oh, it's not weird. It sells out, man. This stuff is hot.
Why would it not display it if it's just sold out? That's
DJI FPV price. I think it was $1,300. So Japanese yen is 154 yen. So that's about 12 to 1,300 USD, which is not bad. That's not too shabby, you know.
It's not too bad. Does it include the goggles for the price?
Hold on a minute. Let me see. Yes,
seems
I
like
believe.
it. Yeah, I see the logo.
Yeah, it's 154. Wow. You get the controller. You get all the stuff for 154.
Get some
not bad.
You get everything. Nice.
Just keep in mind, if you crash it, it's done for. You're done.
Yeah.
Now, what actually really got me into this back in the day was what they call tiny whoops. And tiny whoops are just the most funnest thing you'll ever fly. These are called tiny whoop drones. They're actually quadcopters. And there's just these little guys. They look kind of like this. And they're just these little like micro drones, and they have pretty good lipo batteries that last around 8 minutes. And people are actually able to put a half decent 1080p camera on here, and they're able to do the one takes through the restaurants and create the most unique videos you'll ever see. So yeah, they're pretty cool. But DJI is just coming flying out of the gate and just saying, look, we're going to design our own type. But these are actually not called tiny whoops. These are actually called cine whoops. So if you need to do some research on this for anyone watching, you would need to look at cine whoop, and cine whoops look like this basically. And they're the sort of induction circular types, and then you put a GoPro on it, and they're all super lightweight, and they look like this. So it's Pretty cool. Look at this 360 cam.
Nice.
360 cam. So yeah, DJI coming flying hot out there, and there you go. It's pretty cool. So what do you think, William? Are you ever going to get into this? Are you thinking one day of?
I don't know. I don't have. The problem is I don't have a car yet.
I don't have a car.
I don't know where to go to do that kind of stuff. I don't want to. Yeah, you have to go kind of in remote places, right, to shoot that kind of stuff.
Yeah. The other issue too, for some of the people who are like, "Wow, I want to go into FPV right away," is it's a little tricky in terms of regulations. So you do need to have certain things. It's called a ham radio license. So you need a ham radio, and in Japan, you need a level 2 ham radio, and you need special insurance. And it is, I heard, impossible to get unless your Japanese is amazing. So doing FPV in Japan is going to be quite difficult to do, I believe. So, and there's regulations where the FTC, is that right? No, not FTC. The Federal Aviation.
The FAA. The FAA.
Yeah, the FAA is coming down on these, and they want you to register the flights and all this kind of stuff. So there's a lot of problems with regulations and things. So yeah, it's quite tricky. So.
At the same time, I mean, you're talking about a big machine flying at 100 miles an hour. And if it hits you in the face, I mean, you're
pretty much dead. Yeah, pretty much dead.
Yeah.
So. Okay, cool. So yeah, there you go. That's DJI drones. Pretty crazy, man. I don't know if I'd want to get one or not. So it's tough to say.
I'm sure you're gonna get one. I know you. One day
I would. Well, I'd actually prefer the Cine Whoop, where I'd be able to fly it in a sports gym and actually do like the one take. My dream is to do an FPV one take inside a sports gym and actually have like the owner go into his gym. I follow him, and then I go through his legs, and then I go around as somebody's doing barbells and somebody's doing, teacups and doing this, and I'm just flying around. And then through the treadmills, I go flying through the treadmills, and then finally I end at the owner, and the owner's like, welcome to my gym. Like, that would just be the coolest thing. Cool. And it's so unique. Like you could charge good money for that. So
for sure. Yeah. Although the Cine Whoop seems safer too. Because of all the shields
foam
around the propellers, right?
Yeah.
How do you call that? All the guards around the propellers. And it's probably more lightweight too, so if it hits someone, it's not going to hurt them too much. Right?
Yeah, it's not so bad. If you're sort of interested in getting into this whole entire world, one more screen share just coming up your way there, guys. Just look up a website called gearbest.com, based out of China, and they sell all the techie kind of stuff. And then just put in Cine Whoop, and then here you go. These are pretty much ready to go.
Wow, that's cheap.
Yeah, there you go. So $329, and then you'll start to see the DJI stuff. So you'll see, I believe, I might be wrong, but Fly Sky, something like that. That's like a DJI-based software. So that's the little box kind of thing that connects to the DJI goggles. So if you get involved in this, you got to know which one you're buying and stuff. So yeah. All right. Nice. So there you go, guys. If you're interested in getting into FPV, I highly recommend it. All right, William, take the show, man. What's yours, man? What do you today? We're going to be moving on to DIY build. So you built something for us, did you?
Yeah. So I really like sometimes some solutions don't come ready made. You want to make something yourself, and I'm getting more into live streaming for my clients.
Cool.
I actually have a big concert coming next month where I'm gonna have 3 cameras, and it's a big concert in the concert hall, and we're gonna have to live stream it. And so I built myself a little something.
Oh,
pretty cool.
What you got?
So this is kind of like my switcher broadcast station.
Oh, okay. Is that from Blackmagic? Is that the Atem Mini Pro or something?
So I'm using the Atem Mini Pro.
Okay.
ISO actually. And then it's just a field world monitor.
Yeah.
And I bought a small like Pelican type case.
Oh, okay.
And I just like DIY'd it. So inside, I actually put a power adapter so that I run power directly. If you look behind, I already drilled the hole and put a power cable thingy. So I can just go to the location, open it, plug the power behind, and this is already ready to go. So I just have to plug my HDMI's, and that's it. So
for those who are kind of like, I don't know if we say Atem Mini Pro. Some of you guys may not know what it is, but it's basically it's a camera switcher. So think of a concert event. You have this hooked up. William has that hooked up to a monitor and a laptop, and then he just pushes the buttons, and he's basically got a full broadcast. Broadcast function, a show almost.
So the screen, what the screen does is you will be able to see on the top left. You can see the main program, so what is being broadcasted, and below there's a row of the 4 inputs cameras, so you can see your 4 cameras at the same time.
That's so cool.
Being displayed in small, and then so you can just click those buttons to switch from 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. It's super simple and intuitive. Like you just see your feeds on the screen, on the monitor, and you just switch between them. It's as simple as that. So what I'm gonna have to do actually is on the day I'm gonna have to teach someone how to use this. Because I'm going to be operating one of the cameras. We're going to have 2 cameras, which are going to be just on tripod and not moving. And then a third one, which is going to be more like for close-up shots, which I'm going to be panning, tilting, zooming in and out. So I have to operate that camera. So someone else is going to have to take care of this. But honestly, it's so simple. Once I set it up, the person's just going to have to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's it.
Yeah, it's super simple.
So I'm just going to show you what's used in that little device.
Show us what you got.
If I share
that's the Atem Mini Pro. Oh, it says you last purchased this item. It even shows when you purchased it. Wow.
Yeah, so it's the Atem Mini Pro ISO. So the ISO version. So the Pro can record what you're broadcasting. You can broadcast and record at the same time, right? And the ISO allows you to also write a DaVinci file that lets you open the project after the fact and edit it afterwards. Yeah. Okay. Got it. So
do you have a spot for your SSD? Do you have or is that going to be on your computer?
The SSD has to be plugged. So if you want to record with that, you're going to have to plug an SSD on the USB port at the back.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm gonna plug the USB there.
Did you put Velcro on the bottom of the Atem Mini Pro so you can always remove it and take it off, or how did you put it on the board?
It's not stuck. It's not stuck. So let me. So it's just like that.
I'll give you full screen. Let me give you full screen.
Yeah.
I'll give you full screen. I'll give you full screen. Here, give me a minute. Sorry, let me switch. Sorry, guys. You become full screen. Yeah, don't. Oh, I'm so ugly.
Yeah.
There we go.
So it's just
it's in foam. It's in foam.
It's foam. So I just lay it like this, and it stays. It doesn't move. It doesn't move around.
I see.
And when I want to pack it, I actually push it down in the foam, and it stays.
Nice.
And the screen. And when I want to pack everything, I just remove the foam, and I put the screen inside. The screen has enough space to be inside, and so I can close everything together and transport everything into one.
Oh, that's
package.
super dope.
There's enough space. Yeah, there's enough space in the basement for the power adapter, the screen, and the cables. So
that's pretty cool.
It's pretty neat. So let me show you. So you have the Atem Mini Pro ISO. So that's the switcher, and then you have the screen. It's the Field World LUT 7.
LUT 7,
so it's a very, very, very bright screen, and it has touch control, so you can touch.
I had the LUT 6, by the way, with 2,800 nits. 2,600 nits. Yes, just had to throw that in there. So great monitors, by the way. Absolutely love them. Yeah, they're really good monitors.
And then the box I used. Because most Pelican boxes, like if you buy the real brand Pelican, it's so expensive. It costs upwards of $200, $400, $500 for the big ones. This one is just 4,000 yen, so that's $35. So $35 for this little box. That because you're gonna be cutting it, You're not going to be cutting open some holes in the back and stuff. So you don't want to spend $200 on that, right? You want something cheap. And it's still very good. It's airtight, even watertight, I think. So pretty good.
A good old friend there, Matt, says, too many toys on the show today.
Yeah,
like
this
to call
show
it
is going to be
candy.
mostly about
Toys.
mostly about that.
Toys.
About
Toys.
toys.
So, yeah, the box itself, I actually did the same idea. I did that about a year ago. And
Show me that.
You probably got
I
the
took
same
the
idea.
idea from you.
You took my idea.
I took the idea from
so
you. Yeah, except I made it for something else. But yeah, show me.
This is my this is my charging station. So the charging station is up here. Or I'll move my mic so you can hear a little bit better. So this is a what are these called? 9-volt batteries, the little square ones. Yeah, those are 9 volts. This is the master. So when you go to your job, you plug this in, and then you plug everybody into here. And then this is I'm trying to get this right. This is just a basic what do you call it? AA battery charger, brand new from Panasonic. They're really nice, fast charging. Highly recommend that. These are the drone charging, so that's for the drone. And then in here, this is for Sony MPF batteries. You probably can't see it all. It's probably quite difficult. But
so you have all the different chargers that you would use for all your different batteries, and you can bring that on a job.
Yeah, and then also too, I put them on Velcro. So like if I pull that off,
nice.
right? So that just comes off, and that's for like another Panasonic camera. So that's just ready to go. And then when I'm done, I just put it back on there like so.
So convenient.
So this has been a really, really nice little thing. And all it is just a piece of wood that's just custom fit inside here. And then you just got to get it right. And then when the wood sits in there, you drill holes where the wires go through, and all the wires go through the base or the bottom, and then they all come out of one hole basically. And it's not hard to make. It's really simple. Yeah. And the only drawback of this is it's freaking heavy, because the plastic is heavy. It's really So I've give me a second. Stay there. The whole thing's gonna crash on me here. The only downfall is it's just really heavy. So when you put it like in a suitcase, it's taking up like 1/3 of the weight of a suitcase. Yeah. Right. So that's the only downfall. but if you're kind of smart about it, what I do is I just send this box in the the post, Japan Post, and we call it takubinning. Wow. So I just tack it in.
You use kuroneko.
Yeah. I courier it. That's the right word. I courier it to the hotel of the first place I stay at, and I usually just send one suitcase with everything in there. Costs $50. Convenient. Make the customer pay for it, and then I just send everything over to the first destination. And then when I get there, they're like, "Oh, you've got even William, even a box is fine. Just do a box. It doesn't even have to be pretty." And then I just take the box apart and I put it inside the car, like in the trunk. And then when I'm done, I just take the box out, I retape it, and then I put everything back in the box and I send that off. Instead of it being on the airplane or the bullet train Shinkansen, I just all the heavy gear, I just send it by courier to the first location. So
that's such a good idea.
Yeah, for sure.
That's nice.
Sure. Yep. So yeah, those are some really good little DIY hacks that you can do for your filming jobs. It just makes it so much better. So
yeah, and when you come on a job with a little not suitcase, but like a Pelican case like that, it looks so cool, so professional.
Yeah, for sure.
That's so nice.
Those Pelican cases, go ahead. Yeah, continue.
Yeah. Go ahead. I was going.
Those Pelican cases are really nice. I saw a documentary about how they make them. They are pretty special.
Really?
Like they are really good for a reason. They're used on airplanes and stuff, so they actually prevent the air pressure and stuff like that. Like they have a release valve, so you have to be really careful. They said if you put them on airplanes, if you don't have the release valve, you can't open the product without drilling a hole. So Pelican always designs a release valve on it, so you can release the pressure.
That's what it's for. That's what it's for. Because I also have that on this one. I have a little valve at the front. I have a little
for airplanes. Knob. It's for airplanes.
I didn't know. I was wondering. Okay. Yeah. When I first opened it, it was kind of like
Yeah.
He made a popping sound, right? Like kind of
right.
like
But the question is the cheap one from China really going to work, right? I mean, you're putting your faith in a product that doesn't really have that much QC.
It was
quality
airtight. It was airtight indeed, because when I opened it, it did kind of like the sound, kind of like when you have the same thing as a jar you open. You know, you have the air rushing in.
Yeah.
So it did the same thing when I opened it. So that means it was. I mean, it was airtight. No, it's probably not, because I drilled a hole in it. But I don't really care. I'm not planning on throwing that box in a river. So you know.
But definitely though, being like, it's all about the look. I mean, you show up to a job, like William and I, if we show up to a job and William's like, "Hey, Nigel, let me just get the Atem Mini Pro set up." I'm like, "Yeah, no worry, William, I'll get the charging station set up." Boom. Like within like a minute, we've got charging station, we've got that set up, our laptops are set up, cameras are rolling out of the bags, and the tripods are coming out. It just makes your whole process of setting up so much faster, instead of like looking for, where's the bag with these wires and those wires. It's just easy. It's one box, has it all. Sure. It's the master box. So yeah, and then that stuff's expensive, man. That stuff's expensive.
I don't know if we're gonna see if I do that.
Yeah. Next time, hook up your phone. Next time, hook up your phone. It's so cool. You can do it. Yeah.
Because I also made a big suitcase, like yay big. Oh yeah. Like really a big suitcase.
Yeah.
I made it myself also, because I didn't want to buy a Pelican case for 500. So I made it myself. It cost me about like 150 to make myself.
Oh, okay.
So it's still like at least 3 times cheaper than the Pelican case, and it fits a ton of stuff inside. I can put 3 big LED lights, like those very fat ones.
Yeah. William does a lot of photography,
really
so when you go in his studio, he does have these like boxes where he has all those, what are they called, speed lights? Is that right? You got all your speed lights?
I have strobes,
strobes,
yeah,
strobes,
speed lights, yeah.
So
and these ones are, this box is for LEDs actually, COB LEDs, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
cool.
Maybe I have one more.
Oh, okay.
One more thing.
Yeah, sure.
One more thing.
Sure.
Like
Gong.
This is so heavy.
What is that? Oh my God! What the hell? This is gear porn. Hey, do it again. Rewind it back again. Rewind it back. Okay, so what did you get, dude? What did you get?
Look at this freaking lens. This is freaking huge.
Hilarious.
This is the bazooka of a lens.
So okay, give me the lowdown. Yeah.
50 to 100 T2.0.
T2.0. So
that's f1.8.
That's a cinema lens. So
that's a cinema. That's a Sigma.
Sigma. Is that from Cinematic? Is that the company?
Yes,
Cinematic?
Exactly.
Yeah,
so that's Cinematics is a Chinese company which buys off lenses from different manufacturers, or you can even send your own lens that you already own. And they will take it apart and rehouse it for you using aluminum. Like they have custom-made aluminum bodies that they make for each lens, and they will rehouse it so that it's very durable, because it's all full aluminum. It's very, very sturdy, and it has the little gear thing for your photo focus. See, let me show you this way. Yeah, you have the little gears for photo focus.
Yeah. What's the throw like? It's really big, right? The throw is really large on those.
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
It's at least, I don't know, 270 or what. This one is maybe 180 or something like that. So half a turn. And that's pretty big.
So,
and I honestly, the throw I don't really care, because it's using a photo focus.
Yeah.
Not
the thing is to take in consideration though. I was doing some research. If the throw is really large, then if you're a hand filmmaker, what is it called? Hand style filmmaker?
Yeah, handheld.
If it's got a large throw, it doesn't work good for handheld filmmaking. You're going to be struggling to get to the other side. If you are a guy who has an automatic follow focus or just a traditional follow focus, then it's not a big deal, because you can use a what's it called, a speed a speed clamp thing, and you can just go like this. But it depends if you're a hand filmmaker or not, handheld filmmaker.
Well, even for electronic photofocuses like this, even when you have a motor, it's still better to have a focus throw that's not too long, because otherwise the motor works for nothing. Like it works hard for nothing. If you want to go fast from like far focus to close focus, the motor is gonna have to go like crazy, and it's gonna make noise and it's gonna make vibrations. So,
and those are
this one, this one has maybe 120 or 180 degrees, so that's large enough, but that's not too much, so that's good. I like it.
And they look badass. I mean, you show up on the job.
Badass.
Oh, the F word comes out tonight. I love it. So yeah, I mean, they're sick. I mean, you show up to the job with that. I mean, you mean business, right? And these aren't photography lenses. These are cinema lenses. So and
so the thing is also the focus ring is very, very smooth and it's actually pretty light. It's not stiff at all, so the motor will not struggle. I tried it with the motor powered by a USB 5 volt. Even with 5 volt, no problem at all.
No problem.
So it's very, very, very easy to turn. And I actually have a setup with 2 motors now.
Okay.
So I can do zoom and focus at the same time.
You're gonna need a follow focus guy on set soon, man.
That's why I bought this one too.
What the hell? Is that the grip? Oh, that's the grip. That's the
it's the Tilta M.
The Tilta M with the little thing, and you can focus here,
exactly.
Right?
Yeah, so the Tilta M has
this is gear porn,
has a little joystick here.
Yeah.
And this joystick, you just have to push it forward or backward to zoom in and out. And that's it.
And
so easy.
I'm gonna get something here. Just you keep talking. I'm gonna get you something here.
Yeah. So this is gonna be my setup. So obviously this is not ideal for handheld, although it can be done. I mean I can do it, but it's not ideal. But what it's really good for is for tripod work and concerts.
I'm trying to get you some porn music. Oh yeah! On tonight's show, we've got
Look
a
at
brand
my big
new.
fat lens.
We got a
my big black
6K.
lens.
Oh yeah! Oh. Oh, it's so sexy.
Oh my god!
I gotta be careful. There's gonna be a copyright strike on this. I gotta stop.
Yeah. So anyway, so it's a really good setup for something like what I'm gonna do concerts.
Yeah.
I have a few concerts coming up.
Yeah.
So really good for zooming in and out very quickly, very easily. You can do very slow zooms too. You can do punch in slowly.
Now just I gotta. One more thing. Are you setting it up? Okay, you set it up. I know what you're gonna say.
One more thing.
Yeah.
Is
go ahead.
Because those lenses are parafocal. So what does it mean? Parafocal is it's a lens that doesn't lose focus when you zoom in. As actually most photography lenses, when you zoom in, your focus plane will shift. You will have to readjust focus again.
Yeah.
And parafocal lenses don't need to readjust the focus. You will just focus on your object, zoom in, zoom out. It will stay right on target. So
I've been really noticing a lot of I've been noticing parafocal lenses a lot. We'll get to Matt there in a second. But I've been noticing now that I've kind of gotten into this whole cinema parafocal lens where you zoom in and it's perfect and you pull out and it's perfect. I've been noticing a lot more in TV shows where they just one more thing.
And one more thing.
And I've noticed where a guy is really far away, he's over there and they just go and they zoom in. And he's perfectly in focus, and he says the line, and then he goes, and it pops out. It wasn't digitally zoomed in. It wasn't like, oh, this was shot in 6K, and we did. No, you can't do that. This is like 50, 100 millimeter, and then it's like, and it goes back out again, right?
Yeah.
So
do you know how you can tell if it's being digitally zoomed or an actual zoom? Is the bokeh behind the person is gonna get bigger.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah. When you zoom in, if your lens has constant aperture, that means if it's f2.8 through the whole zoom range, when you go from say 50 millimeter to 100 millimeter, the bokeh is gonna grow bigger and bigger behind that person.
I see.
It's gonna get more and more blurred in the back. Yeah. So if you don't see that happening, that means it's a fake zoom.
I am definitely. I was just talking to my wife today. We were actually walking home, and she's like, I'm gonna sell my camera gear. I'm gonna sell my GH5, and I'm gonna move into probably get 2 of those Pocket 6Ks. The only issue I've heard is the screen has a blue screen. I don't know if you've heard of this, but the 6K has a notoriously
I've
blue
heard
screen.
about it. I haven't had the issue. I'm one of the lucky few. I have no problem with the screen, no problem with the NDs either. Some people have also very magenta footage.
Blue. I heard magenta, blue. Yeah.
Yeah. So blue on the screen, but the footage when using NDs is gonna be a little bit magenta for some people.
I see.
And the reason is the IR filter, the infrared filter on the ND is not strong enough apparently. In my case, I haven't really noticed that. I've noticed it on different degrees depending on the person. I don't know. Some
quick
people
question.
have very bad ones.
What does an IRE filter do? Because you hear that a lot. People say, I've got an IE. You got to have it. IR filter.
IR for infrared.
Infrared, yeah.
So
why do you put an infrared filter on? Why do you do that?
So the thing is, most camera sensors, they can see more than the eye can see. They can see infrared light. Right. Infrared is right below red light, right? You have infrared, red, yellow, green, blue, purple, whatever. Okay. And then ultraviolet. So most camera sensors can see in the infrared range, and in most of the time it doesn't show up. You don't really see it. Yeah. But when you're using an ND filter is going to block the visible light spectrum. But an ND filter doesn't block infrared light. That's the problem. So you're letting less visible light in, and the infrared light is coming in way stronger. So now it's going to be way more visible. And it's visible as a sort of magenta pink tint. It's going to show up. So if you add ND filters and you don't have an IR cut, an infrared cut, well, you're going to end up with very magenta-ish filter.
I'm trying to find some examples. I'm trying to find some examples online of it.
Yeah. You should look up IR pollution.
Thank you. That's the key word, people.
If you look up IR pollution,
when you're in Williams school, sometimes you learn a lot when you're in Williams school, man. IR. Oh no,
thanks,
fortunately, you get air pollution. If you put AI.
No, just IR for infrared.
Yeah, you get air pollution. Google thinks I'm making a spelling mistake, so you need IR pollution camera or something. Yeah,
I see it.
60-second film school IR pollution. Okay, I think I found some examples. Here we go.
Yeah. Oh, it's not so obvious on some examples. Earlier today, I found there was a topic on the Blackmagic Facebook page, Facebook group, and someone had a very, very, very visible. Okay.
Well, anyways, yeah, it's something that you should probably look into. But I hear a lot of guys who keep talking about IR pollution or IR issues and stuff. And
I have something right now. I'm gonna show it to you.
Okay, I'm gonna go get my thing too because I got something to show you that's really funny. So,
okay.
I'll be back too. So it's just over here. I'll be right back.
Okay. So as you can see in this group, so there's a guy showing an example here. So if we switch from this one to this one, you can see this one is a lot more like warm and nice skin tones. And when you go back, this one is very magenta.
Oh, I see this all the time in my GH5S footage. All the time I see that issue. Yeah.
So that's when you're using. So the thing is, it's not the end of the world because he shot it. When he shot it, it looked like this. It looked magenta. Yeah. But then it's just about in post reducing the tint slider.
Yeah.
He put -30 on the tint, and it looks like this now.
I would probably just put a mask over there, select the skin tone, and then just do a levels thing, and just what do you call the Luma keyer or whatever it's called. I forget what it's called, but I would just go in there and adjust that.
It's over the whole footage, though. It's not just the skin tones. So I think it's an easy fix to just drop your tint slider, especially on Blackmagic RAW footage. It's super easy to just drop your your tint in post, and it's not going to degrade your footage. So I think it's not such a big deal. And in my case, I haven't noticed it. I went to shoot the other day with a friend, with Alex actually, which was on the show last week. I went to shoot with him in plain sunlight, so I was using ND6, and no problem at all. It doesn't look magenta, so I think
that's good. That's good.
So, but so definitely, it's just because I didn't have problem. A lot of people did have problem with their new 6K Pro, so it's not.
William, can
it's a real QC problem.
Can you do a screen share of the lens where you bought it from? Because I know I've been doing some searches and it's a little bit tricky to find. So
it's called PC Hood.
You do that. You do that. Now I got something to show you. Okay. Are you ready? I'm going to blow your mind.
Yeah.
You got a new camera. I got a new camera too. You're going to laugh at me. I did.
No.
I got one. I got myself a Nikon D5000, and it's actually from I don't know if I can release the information, but it's from somebody I know and from their work, and it was a hand-me-down. It's an old little Nikon. And dude, today I was banging off 30 photos all around the house. I was outside doing the flowers, and I was in the EV. I was in there doing the whole thing, and I was like a little Nikon photographer today, man. And it's old as hell. What is this? 10 years old?
Photographers.
Photographers. I go to take a beautiful photo of the flower.
Don't move, Karen. Don't move. Don't move. It's blurry.
But I've been really liking. I really like the Nikon. So I'll just. You probably can't see it, but I mean, I wasn't kidding when I said I was just banging up photos of like beautiful flowers and things like that. And it's a great little camera. It's not too. It's easy to understand how to use it. So yeah, here probably you'd not be able to see something like that. Yeah, you cannot see it, but yeah, I was just basically, you can't see it, but I was just taking photos galore, and the autofocus is fantastic. It feels good and heavy, and I kind of like the whole idea of Nikons. I know you're a big Nikon guy, but I think it's good to learn, straight up how to use a good little DSLR type
It's a good photography camera for it's a good entry model, the 5000 series. I think it's the best. If you want to get into, nowadays everyone has mirrorless, but if you want to get into DSLRs, you could grab a 5000 for so cheap. It's a few $100s, right?
Yeah. Sorry, is this full frame? I have no idea. Is this full frame?
No,
camera?
it's APS-C.
APS-C, okay.
APS-C, so it's crop, just like the 6K Pro. Actually, it's
cool.
It's a Super Sight 5. It's kind of
this is probably a really cheap lens. It's just a 55 to 18 millimeter. So.
Yeah, it's a kit lens.
It's a kit lens, yeah. Can I get a good lens for this? Like a half decent used lens somewhere?
You should grab just a 50 1.8, classic Nifty 50, as you call it.
Sure. Yeah, why not?
It's cheap. It's like $200, something like that.
Nice. Yeah.
And it takes amazing like if you grab a Nifty 50 from Nikon, it takes amazing pictures. So
I think I see a Kitamoda camera store venture.
For sure.
I might have to go do a little online. So buy it used.
Buy it used, man. It's
Japan is the best, isn't it? Japan's just the best. We have such a huge amount of used lenses in this place. It's incredible.
For sure.
So. Cool. And show us if you're ready. Show us where you bought it from, so viewers can see.
Yes.
Where they could pick up these wonderful lenses.
Screen. And where is it? Yep, this one. Yeah. So it's a website called PC Hood, and the brand is Cinematics. So they make those rehoused lenses, like I said. So this is a 18 to 35 version. I also bought it. I bought both. I bought the Sigma 18 to 35 and the 50 to 100. And honestly, the price, Sigma also sells their own cine version of the 18 to 35.
Yeah.
And the Sigma lens is 4K. Not 4K as in the resolution, $4,000.
$4,000.
$4,000.
Yeah.
$4,000. That's huge. So I bought the 50 to 100 and the 18 to 35 for $3,000.
Oh.
Like total, both lenses for only $3,000. So that's a pretty good deal, honestly. And I see, honestly, there's nothing wrong with those lenses. They're perfect. Like they're just I'm so happy with it. So yes, the 50 to 100 is a huge lens. It's bulky. It's definitely not made to go handheld. Anyway, you would have shaky footage if you used it handheld. So it's a tripod lens. Yeah. But it's great. I mean, the bokeh on that thing is ridiculous. And the image quality, the sharpness.
Scroll down. Give me some more. I want some more information.
So they have ton of photos. They have ton of photos of the lens.
Quick question: the 18 to 35 and the 50 to 100, do the T-stops match when you do a lens swap?
Yeah.
Or they do match?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
okay.
The same thing.
It's the same. All right.
That's why it's such a great combo buying those two lenses.
Yeah.
Because it's the same quality glass. It's the same T-stop. Okay, one thing that's maybe a little bit annoying is that the gear teeth, the gear rings don't match. So that means that you will have to move your follow focus motors when you swap lenses.
Yeah. Got a question here from Revon, and he says, I'm late. Did you send your copy to customize it? And William,
no, I didn't. Right? I bought directly the ready-made thing. And so one great thing I forgot to add, is that I didn't know about this actually, but when I sent an email to order it, so the customer service is great. You're going to have someone talking to you via email. It's a little bit like custom, it's not like an industry, it's really like a small shop.
Right? Yeah,
exactly. So he sent me a few emails and actually let me know that you can customize everything on that lens. So that means you can get the markings, you can get them in metrics or imperial. And then you can also customize what is written here. Like you can customize the writings on here. Also here on here there's other markings, but they are hidden behind the lens hood now. But anyway, and also you can customize. You can add a logo, which is what I did. I have my own logo on the side of the lens. Can you see that?
Oh
Accent.
My God. Just hold on. Rewind. Say that again. Get that one more time. One more time.
Yeah.
One more time.
Oh. Look at that. Oh, my baby. Ooh. With my little accent Fukuoka logo. Ooh.
I love the porn music tonight. It's beautiful. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. That's beautiful.
So that's really, really nice. You can get custom logo, and it's not like a sticker or anything. It's like really engraved. So it's not
is it laser engraved? Is that laser?
Yeah, it's laser engraved. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, we got a little envy going on there. Woo! Nice rig.
Yep. Yeah, you weren't here earlier, right, Revon? Yeah. So let me show you again.
He's based in Nagoya, actually. So yeah.
This is the rig. So this is a 6K Pro.
Yeah.
6K
Pro.
Dude, I have a little.
Do I have to do it again? Do I have to do this again?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The lovely
6K Pro, the 50 to 100 2.0, 2.0 T2 2.0.
Yeah.
And then follow focus here.
It's like
overkill.
It's like overkill.
And then the Tilta M.
Dude, you have to. I'm gonna challenge you. All you have to do is just go to your studio, put a camera down, and just go, hey guys, today I'm just going to show you my rig. Take a look. just do one of those little videos. It doesn't have to be over the top, William. Just keep it super simple.
Yeah.
And just go, this is my rig. If you guys have any questions, I'll do a follow-up video if you guys have any questions. Just do that. I guarantee you'll get 10,000 views. Like, you'll just get a ton. Sure. It doesn't have to be professional, William. Just sit down and just, like, 2 camera angles. It'll take you 20 minutes to edit it, Go put it online and you're going to get 20,000 views for sure. Trust me. Trust me. So, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, this rig was a bitch to assemble though.
Was it?
It was really like I had to find a way to get that lens hood to fit. So you definitely need a lens support for that lens because it's so freaking heavy. That basically the camera was going boom like this. When I put on the lens, the camera goes boom.
Yeah.
So what I did for the lens support is I'm actually just using the matte box. The matte box is the lens support.
Oh, that's why you were calling me out
super
for it.
sturdy.
You wanted the support. I got to give you that one.
Yeah.
You're asking for
No.
Yeah.
I don't need it anymore. I found another way.
Okay.
So what I did is I have this Polar Pro matte box, and it has a lens support thing. and it was a little short, so I had to rig something up. And then now that's it. But now the rails are very far down, so they're very far from the lens. So now I have a second rail coming here for the little motors. But
so now you really pissed me off.
Yeah.
Because now I don't know what to do. Now you pissed me off because now I was thinking of getting the other ones, the DZO Films ones, and they're not. They're just not as. They're only T9, you know. And you're pulling out these ones, and they're way better. So let me just do a quick little screen share.
So the DZO are probably as expensive.
No, they're more.
As heavy.
This is the wrong one too. This is the wrong one. Hang on.
No, those are
No, this is the Micro Four Thirds version. So
okay.
DZO.
Okay, show me.
DZO Films. So just give me a minute. Yeah, these are the ones DZO Films.
Yeah, I looked it up.
These are the ones I was thinking of getting. Yeah. I'm thinking of getting.
I thought about it long and hard, and that's what she said. And and I don't know. I came to the conclusion that the Sigma is such a better choice because Sigma is less expensive. This is full frame glass, right? The DZO, right? Oh no, so Super 35. Okay.
Yeah, Super 35. Yeah.
Okay. So wait, Super 35. They're more expensive. They have a smaller. They're darker, right? They're slower. The aperture.
Yeah.
And apparently they're not as sharp or as clinical, right?
I agree.
I've seen a very good review. If you don't know that channel, please check it out.
Yeah.
It's called Epic Light Media.
Oh, I love him. He's the best, man.
Yes, it's just the best channel. It's so funny. Like the reviews are very, very, very interesting, very well made, and it's very funny too. And this guy doesn't take himself seriously. It's such.
I literally just watched him today on the Pocket 6K, and he was just going on about it.
Look at the Cine. He talks about the DZO. He talks about the DZO.
Look at this one.
Can you see?
This is the one.
I love the intro.
You sent me this one. And look
the intro is gold. It's comic gold.
Hang on a second. I'm gonna come back on this one. Hang on. I'm not.
He also did.
Hang on.
Yeah, show me the sound.
Yeah, because there's no sound. I need to. Stop screen. So stop the screen. Share the screen. Give me a minute. I'm just setting this up. Share a screen. Chrome tab.
I love this video. So in this video, it basically says that the DZO are less sharp, have more aberration than the Sigma, and he prefers the Sigma. So yeah. Show me.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm just having an issue. I didn't choose audio, so just bear with me, folks.
Based on his review, on the review from Epic Light Media, I decided that the Sigma was probably a better choice than the DZO. Yeah, is it ready?
Yeah, it's all ready. Sorry about that. Okay, good to go. Here we go.
I love it. It's so good.
That's really the best.
I want one of these
is about lenses.
Let me pause. Okay, so there you go. You sent me that. I was dying laughing when I saw that. Yeah, the white one. Just so you know, the white one's like an extra $1,000. Just so you know, it's for the Komodo people. You know, the people who want the Komodo. So that's the reason why they have a black version. So yeah.
Revon is saying that he's planning on selling his own lens, his Sigma, to customize it.
Oh,
so
really?
I'm gonna send it to Cinema Hood too, like I did. That's
probably what you want.
It's a good idea. Honestly, I'm really happy with the result. So one small caveat that you have to note is, so yes, the lenses are. You can make them parafocal, but that might require a little bit of work on your side.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about is a lens, for it to be parafocal, it's really dependent on the flange distance. So that's the distance between the back of your lens and your sensor. And on the 6K, that distance is not exactly as per the Canon specifications, right? Yeah. So what that means in turn is that you might have to add some shims to the lens mount. What that means is you're gonna have to just unscrew the lens mount. It's super easy to do. It's just 4 little screws, and then add some very thin circles of kind of like foil. It's like aluminum, very, very thin sheets. Yeah, shims, exactly. If you know what shims are, that's good. Yeah, so you just add the shims and you screw again the mount, and then you test again on your camera until it's actually powerful. So I did that. I had to funnel around for maybe like 10 minutes, and finally I got the lens to work and be powerful, and the focus was not shifting around. So yeah, if you've ever done that before, it's not going to take long. It's going to take maybe 5 minutes to do. For me, it took a little bit more because I had never done that before. I was going one direction and too much, and then going the other direction too much, and to find the perfect balance
Isn't there hard. Like anything? I guess there's nothing online because the camera's so new. So if you do like Pocket 4K, you might be able to find how many shims and which number you should add and all that.
I've looked up. I've tried looking up the shims. Yeah, it's really hard. Also, it's hard to tell because the shims all look the same, but they are slightly more thick or more thin. Okay. You can tell by the floppiness basically of it.
Oh really?
Some are more some are more floppy than others. So I'm thinking the more floppy one is probably thinner.
That's what she said. Gotcha.
That's me. Gotcha. So I thought like this probably the stiffer one was thicker, so I would use a stiffer one, and then when I need a micro adjustment, I use the thinner one. I don't use the stiff one.
You're supposed to actually print the paper with the focus on it. You're supposed to print it, and then you go to like something.
I have that.
And then,
Let me show
you. There's a whole sequence. So DZO Films has how to get the parafocal with the shims lined up, and you gotta print off the paper. Yeah, you gotta have that thing. Yeah.
I actually bought that a very long time ago, and because I had some problems on a lens on my Nikon actually. So you can buy those online. It's super cheap. It's just you just have to assemble it, and you put that, and you try to focus on the center, and then on the left you have a little ruler with markings from 0 to 1.
Oh
2,
wow,
3.
That's really cool.
So you have numbers. And
cool.
so that allows you. You have numbers here too.
Oh, okay.
That allows you to
pinpoint
very precisely,
very
precisely know. So let's say you zoom in, and then you put your focus and you use focus picking, and you see the focus picking is around that range, and when you zoom out, you will see the focus picking go.
So you know, or maybe it's pulling.
Yes.
Okay. What is this called? Notice? What is this called? We need to know. We must know what it is.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, Rev says here. I think somebody did it online. He has measurements with it, but that's something else.
So
that's
sorry, I can't help you for the Pocket 6K as to what shims you're gonna use. I think it's better just to try.
No, where did you get that thing? Where'd you get that thing?
That thing. Yeah, I was replying to Revon, but that thing, I don't know how it's called. It's probably like a focus test.
All right.
Yeah.
Focus test.
I'll try to find it and put a link in the description later.
Focus test box.
But if you have problems with your lenses, autofocus not working or that kind of stuff, that's a very good way to test it.
That's a really cool one. That's better than the paper, than just doing it off of paper, because you'll know exactly what the peak focusing.
It's very well made. And so when I bought it, I had even 2 included in the box. So if you fuck up one of those and it gets crumpled, you just have just 2.
Yeah, it's like if you guys ever come to Fukuoka, you have to go visit William's studio. It's like you're like a kid in a candy store, man. I just like, William, can I play with this? Can I play with that? And I'm like playing with all of his toys in there. So I love going over there and stuff. So it's super fun. It's definitely. Yeah, focus test chart maybe. Yeah, so Rev is saying maybe it's called the focus test chart. Yeah, it could be. You know what, Rev? Why don't we have you on the show sometime, man? Yeah, you're a cool guy. I think we should have you on the show one night from, I believe you're from Nagoya. I might be correct on that, incorrect, but we should have you on the show sometime, man, and we'll do a little bit of a Q&A, or have a little chat about things and what's going on your side of the things. I know you do promotion videos for companies and things like that. I've seen some of your work, and you do some government work and stuff. So it could be interesting to hear what you got to say. So,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing. We didn't have John tonight, but we were still able to bang out a 1 hour incredible banger of just,
1 hour.
Gear show. Tonight was the gear show,
we're
folks.
geeking out on gear.
And tonight we had some great background music from our lovely. Yeah, it was a sexy show tonight.
Sexy show, gear only. The hottest gear in your area.
Just call me at 1-800-LENS for you. That was fun.
Anyway.
Cool. Yeah, right. Cool. So yeah, tonight we went over the DJI FPV drone. It was something that I would love to have and use as a filmmaker because I believe DJI Phantom drones are they're not as exciting as they used to be. And then we moved into some DIY boxes that William had, and William's going to show us his ADA Mini Pro there. Show us the box there.
Yeah.
And for those viewers who came a little bit late, and so that's a box that he created. I also have a DIY charging station, the Mega charging station here. So again, kind of a cool little thing. Taking cheap Pelican boxes that you can find on Amazon for dirt cheap, like $30, and changing them into DIY boxes that are convenient. So when you show up at the job, you look like a pro. And then we moved into gear porn, and William started banging out some of these incredible new things that he got, like lenses and the Pocket 6K. And I got myself a 10-year-old little Nikon that's maybe not as sexy as his, but I don't care. It's how you use it, as they say. And so... And that was tonight's show. I thought it was pretty good. Next week, we're going to be doing collaborating. John's been busy doing some collaboration work, and unfortunately, he wasn't able to come tonight. He had some prior commitments with work, but we're going to be doing a lot of collaborating. So if you guys have any questions, just fill them out, in the box down below, and maybe we can put them up on the show next week. And that's what we're going to be doing from there. And I think that's it for tonight. We should all head off. Yep. That's pretty good. An hour is pretty good for this. And for sure. Final thoughts here from Matt. Matt's got a last one. My daughter was watching along with me and was asking about the music. Matt,
sorry, guys.
Just tell her it's a Sesame Street theme song. That's all you need to tell her. That's all. And awesome. Thanks, man. You bet, Rev. You bet. Cool. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming by. I know you came kind of late tonight. And so there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week. We'll be talking about collaborating with friends and all sorts of different things like that. So as always, guys, thanks for watching the show, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
Peace.
Woo-woo.
Ooh, oh, wait. I should do the outro.
Yeah,
Peace.
You should probably do the outro.
Roll the outro.
Peace.